Encouraged? I don't know. Steve didn't practice, but we'll see how he feels tomorrow. I don't know what they're saying, but we'll see. And Kobe's better, that's for sure. Powell's still got the foot, but he's okay.
Does this mean you're going to have to lean a little bit more on Steve Blake, even
Well,
now
yeah,
practicing?
for sure. Okay. Yeah, he'll have to play more.
What improvement, if any, did they tell you? Nationally?
They didn't say anything yet. I didn't ask. I should have asked him to get an update. I don't know. But game time decision, I guess. Doubtful, probably. Something like that. It's not completely out of the woods, but we won't be a little cautious with him.
And as for Kobe, you said out of the woods. Is he kind of?
No, I think he's ready to roll. Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard the comments he made to NBA.com about possibly next year being his last year?
First of all, I didn't hear it. That's the first time I heard, so I don't know. I mean, that's, it might change 15 times, but you don't know. We'll see, and he'll have to deal with whatever he deals with, and he'll figure it out. But he's playing really good right now, and I'm sure there'll be some days you will say something, and some days you won't. So I don't know. You have to ask him.
What are going to be the biggest challenges for you guys against the Mavs in terms of matchups?
Well, Nowitzki's the first one. I mean, he's one of the best ever. He creates a lot of problems, and they're playing well and playing hard. They're desperate, like we are. So it should be a dogfight, and hopefully we can come out on top. But Nowitzki will be in there somewhere, and we gotta be able to contain him a little bit.
Does it surprise you that they've been able to make a run here late in the season?
No. Anytime you got Nowitzki, and Rick Carlisle does a great job, and they've got a lot of veteran players. They know how to play. If Sean Marion, Elton Brand, O.J. Mayo, Vince Carter, they got a lot of guys. They're just new, and it took them a while to get it going. And Dirk was hurt all year. When that happens, and he's underneath what he normally gives you, you're going to struggle a little bit. But they're a dangerous team right now.
Well, with 8 games left, every game means something. Does
Sure
this
does.
one obviously have a little bit more to it?
I don't know how this is more important than one Memphis. I mean, we got to win them all, and that starts tomorrow.
What's the significance for you of Shaq's jersey being retired on Tuesday night before the game?
Well, it's just great for him. I mean, he was fun to coach when we were in Phoenix with him, and bigger than life. And you guys know it better than I do, but he was good for us. And so happy for him. And his life goes on, and he gets retired. That's good for him.
What memories stick out to you the most when you
Shaq,
coached him? Yeah.
just him running around the locker room crazy, just funny. Him driving a big semi-trailer cab that's blowing his horn all over the place. He just, does everything at a grand scale, and he was, like I said, he was fun to be with. It was good.
When you look at the totality of his career, I mean, what do you?
One of the best ever. You talk about it, one of the best big men ever. He, and how many rings he went? 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Just good, just really good. Just changed basketball.
So
In what way?
Well, it's just everything you do, if you're preparing against his team, you talk about Shaq 90% of the time. Prepare how to not leave his body. When you're going to double team, are you going to hack him? Are you going to do this? You're going to do that. There's very few guys you spend the whole scouting meeting talking about, and he's one of those guys.
You have Powell, Jamison, and Earl on Nowitzki?
All at the same time.
Those are the guys
I think the league let us put 3 on him. No, who did I say? You said Powell, Jamison, and Earl. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds about right.
Seems to be working.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Powell's going to do the most of the work because he's going to play most of the minutes, and then Earl will have to play the rest. If we get down to Antoine doing it, then he'll have to do it.
How has Powell been coming around now?
Good. I thought he had a good game last night. His foot's still bothering him, and I think his game shape's getting better, but his timing's getting better. He's playing better. Although you see him struggling sometime with his wind and his foot, but his timing's getting a lot better.
Was it a good idea then to bring him back as early as you did instead of waiting just to get his wind back and get him ready?
Well, he had to, otherwise the season would be lost. I mean, we couldn't, now with Matt out, I mean, it really puts a big strain on it. So, yeah, he had to do it.
Like running the offense through Powell at the high post?
Uh-huh.
Something that kind of came through the course of the game plan, or is that something you've been planning?
No, you get a passer like he does, and that's part of our offense. And the more comfortable he feels, the more that we can go to it. And some nights, things work against Sacramento. It's not going to work against Dallas. So you go through it, and then you pick out what's working and kind of stick with it. But Powell always going to be a great facilitator.
What changed as the final 3 quarters? More defensive.
Just turned up the burners. I thought we played really hard, and we got into people, and we contested almost every shot. But again, to me, the biggest one thing, if I had to say one thing, we turned the ball over one time, I think, or not 4 times total, maybe 6 times total, but the last 3 quarters, say 3 times. Now we set our defense every time, and we've been pretty good. We just had problems with turning the ball over so much that it's killed our defense.